Superman Lois Season 4, Episode 6 intensifies the struggle between Superman and Lex Luthor, while touching on other significant DC series stories. The Kent family and those they've connected with are seeing the final stakes with only 4 episodes left in the live-action Superman show. The family's personal connection to Doomsday neutralized him in Superman Lois Season 4, Episode 5, making Lex Luthor the last villain. Episode 6 opens with Lex Luthor in a rage and immediately shows the impact of Lex choosing his grudge with Lois and Superman over his daughter's life, setting the stage for even more crazed behavior from the DC villain. What's stopping Luthor from getting his revenge on the Man of Steel and Lois Lane is the story's main focus, but it also demonstrates how dangerous everyone in Smallville is. Lex Luthor offers Smallville resident Addie Manning a tremendous sum more than her land is worth to sell to him so he can build a new headquarters. Clark and Lana Lang convince her out of the deal. In an interesting turn of events, Addie tells Clark that her refusal of Lex's massive sum of money is nothing compared to what you sacrificed, implying that she knows Clark is Superman and refused the sale. When Luthor tries to coerce Addie into continuing the deal, Smallville's people stand up to him, despite Lex giving everyone at the bar $10 million if it works. This may just be Smallville's morality, but more of the Superman Lois Season 4 cast revealing they've also worked out Clark Kent is Superman suggests they're standing up for the hero. Clark worries about his gray hair growing in Superman Lois Season 4, Episode 6, so he buys hair dye to hide it. This may seem like a lighter narrative to balance off Season 4 and other of its more intense stories, but Clark admits that he worries seeing Superman suddenly seem older could worry the public. After the heart transplant replaced Superman's Kryptonian organ with a human heart, Clark's gray hairs sprouted, another indicator of his altered physical state and how it's impacting him. The implication that Clark is changing because to this hardship is relevant again, especially since Clark and Lex have already fought. Lex tries to have Lana Lang assassinated for her efforts to prevent Addie Manning from selling her property to Luthor, and when Clark Kent confronts him, Luthor reveals he set up the entire road outside his base, so the street lamps can turn to red sun energy at his signal. Since Superman lacks his powers, the two fight in a street to idols when the lights come on, the episode's theme. It's an intriguing bout that lets the two clash while justifying Clark's slow victory. However, Clark, still enraged that Lex would try to kill his childhood buddy over his grudge, chokes Luthor for a long time until Lois and his sons appear. This seems to have knocked the Man of Steel, who believes he showed his rival that he's no better than the villain. Lex's goal wasn't to kill the Kent family but to destroy everything Lois and Clark hold dear, so he may be trying to get Clark to betray his own values and morals as Superman during their conflicts, making his plan all the more intriguing. Jonathan's dedication to his job in Superman Lois Season 4, Episode 6, is admirable but too intense for everyone around him. Clark and Lois inform Jonathan he's overworking, and he suggests skipping meals to travel the world 24/7. Jonathan initially seems excited about gaining powers, but later in the episode he admits that he's trying to make up for his dad's recuperation and Jordan's step back from superheroes. Jordan learning Jonathan is somewhat making up for his not being an active hero may have sparked him to use his talents again, as the two offer to transport their buddy Sarah to the destination she's been looking at for study abroad. Season 4 focuses on the brothers' parents and their struggle with Lex Luthor, so watching them balance their superhero lives is promising and boosts the chance of them overthrowing Superman at the show's end. Superman Lois Season 4, Episode 6 ends with delightful promise for the show's future and Lex Luthor's menace. After Doomsday disappeared and Lex's plans to buy Addie Manning's land and fight Clark failed, Luthor's ally and teased love interest Amanda McCoy tells him she'll help him defeat Lois and Superman. She believes Lex is doing things wrong, and that the first thing we need to do is get you a killer suit. This sentence seems to set up Lex's war suit, a mechanical suit utilized in the comics and various adaptations to level the playing field between Luthor and Superman. Given that the Superman Lois Season 4 mid-season trailer showed this costume, the episode prepares for a Lex Clark rematch with even higher stakes. Considering the show's limited runtime, this intriguing hint suggests a confrontation between Lex Luthor and his warsuit, and the heroes may be Superman Lois' final struggle, a suitable and dramatic finish.